What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today I wanted to make a quick little video here about two tournaments I fished this past weekend. The first tournament was Saturday. It was the first annual T. Joe's Benefit Bass Tournament. It's a St. Jude benefit tournament. It was put on by the Carnarvon Bass Trail folks. It was a good tournament. I think we had 32 boats, 34 boats, something like that. Good little turnout. We launched out of Island Marina. You could go wherever you wanted. I ended up in the Pearl. It was tough. It was tough. Long, hot, tough morning. Ended up getting a call from Josh saying that he had hit something up the river up there by Stennis Space Center and had a hole in the low unit, and they had 3 good fish. I fished for about another hour or so where I was, and I was like, you know what, there ain't nothing going on down here. At least if they got 3 good fish up there, at least there's something biting up that way. I ended up running up there towards Napoleonville. I ended up in Napoleonville is where I started fishing in a big oxbow that I fished in the past. You know, I noticed mayflies everywhere, every tree. You'd hit a tree with a frog, 100 mayflies fly off, laying on the water, perchers hitting them. And I was like, man, this is a good sign. There's going to be a lot of bass here. Nothing. Man, it was so slow. Every now and then you see a perch grab the frog by the tails and just swim around with it. It was getting quite aggravating. You know, it was very hot that day. And I ended up at one point just turning the cameras off and taking my shirt off so I could get a little sun. I ended up turning the cameras off because I know y'all don't want to see that. I ended up casting under this one tree with the frog, and out of nowhere, this fish jumped out the water with it. I set the hook, started fighting. Oh, this is a good fish. He jumped again. I was like, oh, that's about 3 pounds. And then he jumped again and the frog come out. And I literally just sat there and went, yeah, that's about how this day's going. Reeled up, put my shirt back on, turned the cameras on. And then I threw back into the spot again. The same tree, the same frog, and it looked like the same exact hit. The fish came out the water. I set the hook. Like, oh, this is another good one. He jumped. I was like, that looks like about 3 pounds. I flip him in the boat, and I'm sitting there looking at him going, if you're the same fish, you dumb. That's all I could say. You dumb. So I don't know if it's the same fish or if there was more than one there. He acted just like the first one. It probably was the same fish. I'd hate to think there was 6 pounds on that tree and I didn't catch but 3 of them. That was the only keeper I had all day. So around 2 o'clock, I ended up running over there to where Josh and Hunter were, picked up Hunter and the fish, headed back to the launch, weighed them in, ended up in 22nd spot. A cool little thing though is in that 21st place was Hammer Time and his dad. Y'all haven't seen him here on his channel yet, but in a few more videos, I think 2 or 3 more videos, you're going to see him on a Lock 1 video. Really passionate little kid, loves the fishing, loves fishing tournaments, and it reminds me of when me and my son went out fishing, you know. The reason why I'm trying to get this video out right quick is I do want to say that there is going to be another T. Joe's Benefit fishing event. It's going to be a fishing rodeo. It is going to be June 24th, 25th, and 26th. It's all 3 days. You can find out more information about it at tjoesinvitational.com. Go ahead and check out their website. Sign in. It's kind of it's like a traditional saltwater rodeo, you know, for reds, trout. I'm not sure the exact categories they've got, but go check out the website, tjoesinvitational.com, and you'll find out more information about it. So I wanted to kind of get that out for some folks, so maybe they can get a lot more people involved and a lot more people joining in on the tournament. Now, for the second half of this weekend, we had a Bass Assassins tournament at Crawford's Landing. Now, this year, I'm trying to cover every single Bass Assassins event, even, win, lose, or draw. Whether I, catch anything or not, I'm going to at least cover it, sit down with you guys, and talk about it. Now, I know that this one's kind of cutting into the order. Everything's been going in order so far. This was kind of cutting into the order, but since we're talking about this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and cover it right now. The morning started out, we had 17 anglers that showed up to fish. The river was pretty nice. It was at 8.5 feet and falling. It's supposed to fall like 6 inches that day. It was perfect. It was perfect conditions for that river, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So I decided I wasn't going to run this time. I wasn't going to make the run all the way around into the east. I was just going to stick it out on that river and do what I can. That didn't work so well for me. To start the morning off, I was easing on back into the Bloom Bayou. And then right where it T-bones and starts by the houses, right where the other bayou starts with the other houses. I don't know the name of the other bayou, but right where it T-bones in right there, the boat hits bottom. No problem. It's just barely touching, right?
No.
I got up to the bow. I saw what I thought was a deeper water. The trolling motor wouldn't move the boat. Wouldn't get it to move over there. So I had to get out and walk it out. And found that really there was nothing more than knee deep around there. So I started at that point realizing, you know what? We have a falling river, and I don't know if it's shallow further back there. And I was pretty sure there's a way to get around through Indian Village, but I wasn't 100% sure on that. So I decided to just go ahead and turn the boat around and try to get out of there before I get stuck.
Might need a big motor. Get out of here. We might need a big motor. Oh yeah, we do it with a big motor. We stuck. We stuck. Oh, it's super shallow over here. There we go. There we go. We got water now.
Yeah, she was stuck like Chuck. It took a lot to get her out of there, even though it just barely got up onto that sand. It was stuck. There's other methods other than the one I used. You could sit there and rock your boat back and forth, and the sand would slowly start washing away underneath it, and you go forward about 1 inch or so, or 6 inches or whatever. But I ain't got the back for that. I can't sit there and rock that boat all day long. I'd have to go home. So, trawl motor wouldn't do it. I couldn't push it, put the motor down, and let her eat. I ended up going around and going through the backside of the Bloom Branch through Indian Village, and I had one bite on a frog under a tree, and that was it. It was very dead in there. Nothing was moving. The bite really wasn't all that. I think it was a gar, actually, because not far from it, there was another gar looking at it, kind of popping at it. So I ended up just leaving that area, going out to the main river, and I started flipping the hyacinth mats, and I got one more bite where a hyacinth mat was up against a pile of reeds. Had one bite there, and then that was it. I fished black and blue chatterbaits, black and red spinnerbaits, chug bugs, frogs, swim jigs. I flipped Okeechobee crawl-colored Guggen bandito bugs. I flipped black and blue craws. What else did I do? Buzz baits. I threw a buzz bait. I tried everything I could. I was so hot, and look, I was to a point, I was about to start taking pictures of my stuff and putting it on Facebook Marketplace and telling them, meet me at Crawford's Landing. You can have it all. This weekend was pretty tough. But hey, not every weekend's going to be amazing. You're not going to catch them all the time. It was just a tough weekend. But I did want to hurry up and try to get that information out there about the T. Joe's tournament because it's coming up at the end of this month. So you folks could get out there and join in if you'd like. I know some people don't like the bass fishing tournaments. They want more the saltwater rodeo because the fish don't have to be alive. They can bring them in and just, on ice. And this is, I believe it's, if I remember correctly, he said it's all weekend, but the weigh-in is on Sunday at Island Marina. So really, you don't even need to bring your boat. I believe you can launch anywhere. Come on in. Just don't quote me on that. Y'all go check out the website, get some information on it. And if y'all like it, go ahead and join on in. And I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. And I'll see y'all on the next one.